Hello, Mrs. B here, and in History Today we are continuing with ancient Egypt, and this is lesson 4. So, who and what was important in ancient Egypt? A learning objective to know and understand the significance of people and places. Remember to stop the video and have a look at the pictures and read the text. Pharaoh. Pharaoh, an Egyptian ruler, they were head of state and religious leaders to their people. They made laws, waged wars, collected taxes, and ruled all the land in Egypt. They were the king and a god to the people. The priests. The priests and priestesses performed rituals and looked after the temple. It was considered a valuable position which had lots of power. Vizier. Vizier, a trusted advisor, you can see where that word came from, to the pharaoh. They often belonged to a pharaoh's family. The vizier's main duty was to supervise the running of the country, much like a prime minister. At times this included sampling the city's water supply. Interesting. The scribes. Scribes created all the important writings or hieroglyphics for the pharaoh. They wrote down all the important events. Those who worked closely with the pharaoh were the most important people: the vizier, his trusted advisor, the priests and the scribes, people who did the writing. The scribes wrote down important information for the pharaohs. Ancient Egyptian writing is called hieroglyphics, which means sacred carvings. You can stop the video and have a look at some of those beautiful drawings. Soldiers. Soldiers keeping the pharaoh and his people safe from enemies. The Nile. The Nile provided water, transport and food. Why was the Nile important? The Nile was the only source of water. Without the Nile, Egyptian culture would not have existed. Settlements were established along the Nile, which means people lived along the bank of the Nile. It flooded every year, making it a fertile plain for planting crops, which meant the ground was very good for growing vegetables and fruit. Animals drink from it, and people even wash their clothes in it, even today. When the Nile flooded, the flooded soil became fertile. Egyptians called this the Black Land. The Red Land was desert where the crops could not grow. This photograph of Egypt taken from very high above. So this is a photograph taken very high above. How can we tell the land is fertile? Interesting. How can we find the desert? Summary. Who and what was important? The Nile provided water, transport and food. Pharaoh, king and a god to the people. The priests who looked after the needs of the god and the temple. Vizier, a trusted advisor to the pharaoh. Soldiers, keeping the pharaoh and his people safe from enemies. Scribes, created all the important writings or hieroglyphics the pharaoh wanted recording. Your task: to write and draw the important people and places of ancient Egypt. So write the long date, history, ancient Egypt, and your learning objective to know and understand the significance of people and places. Then I want you to draw a lovely picture and do a little bit of writing. Again, draw a lovely picture of the vizier and do a picture of some writing. And then you've got the scribes, the Nile, and the priest, and the soldier. Good luck and have fun, and I can't wait to see your lovely work. Bye-bye.